Hi everybody, my name is Tom and in this video I want to show you my favorite starting strategy in Mob of the Dead. I showed you that maximizing points strategy, but this one is just too slow and too long for me. I mean, you spend like 10 minutes in round 1 and I don't know if this is really a cool thing. So I actually want to do something different, and this is what we see right here. I want to use the double points here too in round 1. This is just because I need the points as early as possible. So you know, when I play round 20 or so, I have my 10,000, 20,000, 30,000 points ready, and I have no need for an additional double points. Therefore, I just want to use it straight in round 1, the next one then in round 3, and the last one in round 4. We want to see that just in a second. Now here is a very important thing. What I do in round 2 is I want to feed the dog here already right now. Because first of all, the zombies spawn in a very nice period, like, what do you say, like in a very nice frequency. It's like the zombie eats one and then the next one is ready to get killed and then the next one spawns. I mean, it's maybe not the best example right here, but usually this works a bit better. And before I kill that dude, check out my points. So I've opened a door for 1000 points, means that I have made a total out of 2570 points. And what happens is I get my first drop usually when I pass the 2600 points barrier. Around, just about. It's not exact, but somewhat around that. That means I would expect this zombie to drop a power-up. And if it was a nuke, the round would be finished, and then I had to feed that dog here in round 3 only with the knife, basically, and that is not what I want. So what I do is I kill him with the pistol just to control the drop. I want to decide if I pick it up or not. And the double punch is of course pretty perfect here, so I want to pick that up. I do not want to kill the zombies too fast. I want to make sure that the zombie that the dog has eaten his previous zombie and that he is ready to catch a new one. And now you see very well, it is pretty easy to actually feed the dog here. And I just like this a lot when I do that right in round 2. You actually get 8 zombies in round 2, but you need only 6 for the dog, so you can mess with 2. That is not a big problem. Now I go to the key, wherever the key is, and I will open all the doors. Here in Warden's office I can also power some perk machine. Important now is that we actually open the double points, and when you have a look now, the zombies gather up pretty well here in the time that I spent in Afterlife. It's already a bit too tricky actually, but when the key is on the other side, this works way better. So I just open all those doors wherever the key is, either here at Warden's or at the cafeteria, and then I buy a gun. Here it's the Uzi, on the other side it's the MP5. And now I want to pick up that double points for the same reason like before. I need those points now and not in a later round. And now you see what happens here. I get that nuke. That's pretty crappy because I lose a lot of points. I mean, I get those 800 points, but when I killed all those like 10 zombies, it would have been more. So it's a bit sad when you get those nukes in the early rounds. But whatever, that was how it was going. And now we are between round 3 and 4, and what I do now is I just do the whole thing, the same thing, like opening all those doors, spend my time in Afterlife, open the double points, and so on. I will just do the same thing on the other side. So when I was at Warden's, I'm now at the cafeteria, or then vice versa, and open those doors. The zombies gather up a little bit in the time I spend in Afterlife. Then I get my double points and try to make as many points as I can. The zombies are actually spawning a bit slower here. You see it when you are here, when you get the key here, it's just a bit easier to do the whole thing here, to buy your MP5 there and so on. So yeah, it's a bit tricky when the key is at Warden's office, but it works. And right now we actually have done everything in the cell block. We have used all the double points, we have opened all doors, and we have fed the dog. So that means we can actually progress, and the first spot I want to go to is, of course, Juggernog. So I just want to power Juggernog, and I can power the oxygen part in the same afterlife. I could also power the generators down there in the same afterlife, but I actually don't want to do that, so it will be easier to feed the dog right now. You know, I had to open that door, and then more spawn points would be active. So I just wanted to avoid that. Alright, so I'm feeding that dog here with the Chug and with the Uzi. This is no prop. And what is a tricky question is, should you actually build the shield now or not, or should you just get the parts ready or not? And I actually think leave the shield for a moment, leave it here. You know, we had to open like 2 more doors, if it goes bad even 3 more doors, and I just do not have that many points right here, so I actually rather skip the shield and do the infirmary dog instead. So I go straight towards the medical station here and do the last dog. I mean, you know that one. The infirmary dog is pretty tricky, and when you do it in a too high round, you can actually get killed here, and it's pretty crazy to do it like in round 15 or so. It's really tricky to feed that dog, and I just want to do it as soon as I can. And therefore I just leave the shield parts down there, and do this dog right now, right here. And in round 6, even in round 7, this would actually not be a big deal to feed this dog here, as you could see. And now I could also make some points, so I can open some doors, open the cafeteria, so that I can then put the shield down there a bit later. And I will just go back down to the dogs right now, and I will do all the things I have to do. So that means I will do the washing machine event there, I will pick up my tomahawk, I will buy a double tap. Could actually have bought electric cherry a bit earlier, but I can do that later, that's no problem. And then yeah, speed reload would have been cool, but you see my points not doing so good here, so yeah, have to manage them a little bit. I think we can actually speed that a little bit up right here. Right, so just did the washing machine event, double tap, and then go to the next one. Now we have to do the wires. Yeah, I don't have to hurry here. I mean, it's only round 8. That's pretty cool. And the tomahawk is a insta-kill until like round 18. So as long as we reach the bridge in round 15 or so, we are perfectly fine. So we don't have to hurry. Picking up the wires, getting all the shield parts ready, doing the generators, just doing everything we have to do here. I actually could start with the skulls now that I'm just down here at the docks. But I don't know, maybe I forgot it or didn't give it a high priority. Right, there is our shield ready. We have the shield, we have Chug, we have double tap. So we have pretty much everything we need. Now we face an interesting topic again, and this is like the box. I mean, we will just go to the bridge in a few seconds, and on the bridge we will use the tomahawk only, so there is actually no need for the box right now. I mean, we could buy the MP5 or so as a second Wallgun, and we would be perfectly fine until around 20 or so, would be no problem. And when we spend our points now on the box, like I do right here, we just waste them, because in the case that we die, we have to rebuy all our perks, and then we don't have enough points to rebuy them, and this is just crap. So do not spend points on the box like I did. It's just not right to do that, because you don't need it. And right there we actually saw, let's go back quickly. I don't know if I find that scene again. I hope so. Right here, is it right here? No, we are too far. It's here it should be. Right now I actually want to get a new shield, and I see that that the Brutus actually locked the shield workbench, and I have only 1.3k left, which is not enough to unlock it. So I have to play another round before I can go to the bridge, so that I get my 2000 points here and then can get my shield. This is just a bit crappy when you spend your points on the box for no reason. I mean, of course, it's more convenient to play with the AK-47 here, but the Uzi or the MP5 or the Thompson, whatever, they would do a perfect job. There is just absolutely no need for a box gun right now. Right, so I'm just collecting all the acid gas parts here. I'm getting kind of confused because I thought I have picked that valve there up. Obviously I didn't. Don't know what happened there. And now I think we have actually everything ready. So shield is good, acid cat is good, plane is good, everything is fine. All we could do would be those skulls. We actually could have done them, or most of them, but as said, that was obviously not important for me right here. And then we can actually go to the bridge. I don't know, as said, as long as you reach the bridge before around 15, everything is fine. There is no race for that. Now on the bridge, I think I said it in the train guide, just make sure that you collect all the zombies first and then start to use the tomahawk. Otherwise it can get a bit tricky. And you see, or maybe you didn't see it, it was probably too fast, but I actually shot the Brutus zombie first time down there, so where I do not run my train, and this is just so that he makes a smoke down there, so that he is not disturbing me. That was something I mentioned in the train guide. I think we see it then just again in the next round. Alright, so I mean, you know how this works here. You run your circles, use your tomahawk, and have some fun down here. Alright, so here we see it very well. I just shoot the Brutus zombies only down there, only near the chairs. I could shoot them near the chairs, but up there it's not that safe, so I just go towards that camping spot. And before I do that, I again collect my zombies here as it looks. Come on, come on. Can we see it, please? There we go. I just shoot them somewhere down here, and then they make the fog where it is not disturbing me. Alright, just wanted you to show that. And that is basically it, actually. What will happen then? We go back to Alcatraz, retrieve our blue tomahawk, and that's it. I'm pack-a-punching my guns just because I can, but it's not really necessary. I mean, it's way too early to pack-a-punch them. Now what I do when I come back from the bridge is I just run straight to that lava pit, throw my tomahawk in, and then piss off ASAP. Seriously, piss off, because now you see exactly what happens. That shit is a death trap, and I mean that zombie is blocking me here, and I do not have the tomahawk to insta-kill him. So I mean it would work with other guns. I could even kill that zombie with a Uzi, but it just can get tricky because sometimes it's not one, sometimes it's then like 3 zombies. So it's actually not the smartest move to instantly throw the tomahawk into the lava pit, especially because you have to play the next round, or this round here, round 15, without the tomahawk, and that is not pretty intelligent, but I do it all the time. Don't ask me why. It's probably so that I do not have to run back to the lava pit. And you see me always renewing my shield. That means just that I place it somewhere on the ground when I have like 1 zombie left, and let that zombie destroy the shield and then pick a new one out of the workbench. You know, shield has a limited durability, so we just want to keep it always fresh and new, especially when you go to the bridge to make this tomahawk stuff there. Alright, so and now I'm basically ready. All that is left is actually the golden spoon. I think I start to do it here a bit, but because I like the unacidized plundergat quite a lot, I'm actually starting to like it better than the upgraded one. I do not want to go further than to the silver spoon right here. And the silver spoon is still an advantage because it does more damage than the knife. I think it's about like the damage of the Galva knuckles, maybe the Bowie knife. I'm not exactly sure. Right, but now I'm definitely super ready here. I have the Blundergat as like the hardcore gun, and then I have my AK-47 for like a point builder, and this will be enough until like around 40 or 50 or so. Yeah, maybe rather 40 or so. And with the Tomahawk, I anyway do not have to be afraid of ammo legs. So we are actually pretty good, and this is like what I do all the time when I do a solo game in Mob of the Dead. Important is just round 2 the first dog, then round 3 and 4 reuse those double points, round 5 make the dog at the dogs and get your juggernaut, round 6 last dog, and yeah, then do all the other things. That works perfectly fine. For me, I like this starting strategy a lot, and let me know how you start off in this game, because yeah, it's quite tricky to find the perfect strategy here, because there is so much stuff to do. I mean, you know, we have those dogs, all the parts, and the tomahawk, and there is so many things to do, and it's just kind of tricky what you want to do first and how you want to set your priorities. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, have some fun, and see ya!